Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Patrick Mahomes' Chiefs going up against Rivers' Chargers.
Larry, football is back in Los Angeles as we welcome you inside the StubHub Center in Carson, California. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium. But this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He'll be dropped at the 30. And a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Ready? Hey, let's go.
Here's Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now a carry for the change of pace back, the rookie Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They run. This is Cohen. And, oh, he is really laid out out that time. Knocked flat on his back. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Joey Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fancy footwork in midfield. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
To throw on second down. Rivers. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. This Chiefs team, 33 takeaways last year, most in the NFL, and they get an early one here.
It doesn't happen by accident. They emphasize it. They coach it, they demand it, and they get them.
This is Cohen. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
They try again with Cohen, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Gordon. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Rivers now on second down. And this will be incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Throwing, Rivers. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Allen Bailey coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from the safety. That could have been disastrous. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, I had a first-round grade on Hunter Henry coming out of Arkansas for his ability to get downfield and create openings, create space, and he proved his worth as a rookie tight end in 2016.
34 catches, led all rookie tight ends in the league. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And this completes to Henry over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down, Rivers. Finding room to the 20. Gates has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Nifty move. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that, because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at him go. The 30. 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with officially a 103-yard return. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And some space here. Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. On the counter, here's Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ready?
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Throwing Rivers. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they'll run it with Cohen. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Rolling to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They run it here with Gordon. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are. But on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are. And that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
And some room to work. And there he goes again. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with officially a 103-yard return. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Again, help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Nifty move by Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. On first down, this is Forte. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on second down. Rivers. Inman has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Rivers. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. So that one will be accepted. The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Rivers. Flush to his right. He made now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes now on first down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And that'll give them a two-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Second down following the incompletion. On play action, Rivers. He'll buy some time right. They find some open field here. And avoids the contact by sliding. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Chargers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Rivers. Dancing to his left. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. And tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 49. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Now Cohen. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now, check. Patriot. Here we go. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, Mahomes. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Red zone opportunity. Off the toss, Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Check! 4 down! Ready!
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second down following the run.
Double tight, guys, double tight. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. Wait. Check 80. Check 24. Hey, Rocket. Check 31. Check 31.
Now Rivers. Looking deep for his tight end Gates. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
4 down. Ready. Count 80.
On third down, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all. They actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down throw here for Rivers. Being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Allen Bailey in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Second down now after the sack. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Mahomes to throw on second down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Rivers now. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. This is Gordon. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 4. Rivers to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. He was second in the NFL last year with 6 interceptions. This time, not only the interception, but also 6 points.
And it's just so difficult to go get the football in this league because people are so proficient in the passing game. It's not easy at all to read patterns, to break on the football, catch the ball, and take it the other way. Yeah, when you have a guy like that on your team, you feel really good about his efforts.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
All right, here we go.
A first throw for the backup Lynch. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Justin Houston coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now let's go.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go. Lynch on 4th down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On the ground, it's West again. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 47-yard line. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Now let's go.
After the interception, here's Lynch. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Lynch to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
This is West. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is. The things you have to do to win a game. And that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now Gordon on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Hurry up, here we go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 19.
They'll run again here with West. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. A lot of score.